What's up and welcome back to the OS Performance YouTube channel. As you guys see behind me, we have a silver B5 S4 and that today is going to be our topic of the video. This is a beautiful, immaculate car that we just finished up here. Full stage 3 build, really. Bigger turbos, KO4s, you name it. I mean, this car is running great and is running really healthy. So let's get into it. All right, so to give you guys just a quick rundown as far as what exactly we have done here at OS Performance to this car, I'm gonna hand it over to Matt. So what we got, Matt?
Yes, we got a stage 3 B5 S4 that we've done. We've done the SRM KO4 turbos on it. We upgraded the downpipes, upgraded the intercoolers to the Wagner intercoolers. This car originally had a dual core front mount intercooler, which are actually horrible flowing intercoolers for these cars. You have to chop the bumper up really bad, which the original bumper was just about destroyed. Found a used bumper, got it to fit, looks really nice on the car now. The Wagner intercoolers fitted great. We also custom fitted a V-man bipipe to it, 550cc injector upgrade. We did an in-tank fuel pump upgrade. We also switched over to the ECS 2.T coil packs. We had custom tuning done by Mr. Blake at ET Spec Tuning, who does an amazing job with this platform and these engines. We did all the brakes, JHM shifter in it. Pretty much redid the whole car at one point.
So there's a brief little rundown as far as what we've done to this beautiful B5 S4. Now, let's go for a ride and give you a taste of what this car sounds like. All right, it is a beautiful day here in Northern Kentucky. Great day for a drive. This car is tuned to around 24 pounds a boost, and paired with this exhaust, it sounds incredible. So here's just a little sample. This thing is an absolute blast to drive. I mean, it is responsive, it is quick, I mean, but it's not, threatening. This is a very well-balanced control. You can have a lot of fun with this car. I mean, just the sound alone, in my opinion, is worth it. All right, guys, and we're back. We got a beautiful setting here in Northern Kentucky. I'm here with the owner, Ryan, of this B5 S4 here. Ryan's gonna talk to us about the journey of this car, how he got it, how it's like all the parts and mods that he's gotten for it. And yeah, so let's talk about it.
So I'm Ryan. I'm the owner of this 2001 B5 S4. Bought it just over a year ago from a good friend of mine who's had it from the early 2000s.
Yeah.
It was the first S4 B5 on bags. It was internet famous, on the forums and all that stuff. But he kind of, he put it away in his garage and it kind of got neglected. And so I salvaged it from him and, started putting some work into it, get it running. And then the
awesome.
turbos started leaking pretty bad on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which is pretty common with these.
How many miles did you have on those turbos?
I think like 20,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but they're like the Chinese KO4s.
Yeah.
So,
fair.
It was a ticking time bomb. And a local shop quoted me like 12 grand to just replace the turbos.
Yeah.
And so that's how I found Matt with OSP or OS Performance.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just kind of shopping around, seeing who worked on these, and his name kept popping up. I met him, and then it's like at first you're a little wary because it's like just a little shop in the back of his house.
But it's the power barn,
Yeah.
But
then it's like once he really knows his stuff. I mean, he treated me right with this. He's he was a wealth of knowledge, and
yeah, he's the only guy who's ever touched my B5.
yeah,
That like reasonably
Yeah.
like like tore it apart and put it back together and,
Yeah.
and flawless.
Yeah, he totally gained my trust with his transparency and pricing and
for sure.
all that stuff. And
So what's been like your favorite parts that you guys have, you know, done that you noticed the most difference in? Like besides like, you know, your turbos and your clutches and stuff like that.
yeah,
but-
well, the clutch made a huge difference because the clutch and flywheel ended up being pretty smoked on this, which so that made a big difference. But then it was, you know, once we got the car and we were in the tuning stages, you know, you get that bug and you start adding stuff. And I started doing suspension bits here and there. We put the rear sway bar and the subframe reinforcement on there, and that made a world of difference.
That's something I gotta get. I gotta get that subframe sway bar.
That totally tightened the back, because I feel like it used to just kind of push in the corners quite a bit, which it still does.
Half the motor's over the front axle,
Exactly,
so
yeah.
it's understandable.
And so, you know, you'd think you'd put a front sway bar to tighten the front, but it's really the rear that brings the back end around. And I feel like that really
They make it for a reason. So
that really transformed the car.
Nice. And you guys did like corner balancing and everything on this?
Yeah. He bought the scales and all that, and it ended up being like 100 pounds off, like left to right.
Wow.
And so I mean, now it tracks
Dialed in.
Yeah, I mean, you can put the pedal down in third gear and boost, and it'll just go straight.
That's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, you guys don't know, my B5 S4 is going to be going over there soon. Tons of content on the way for that one. But today, we're talking about the silver car. It's also for sale. So you want to talk about that at all?
Oh, sure, yeah. I just, you know, when I was originally I originally had another truck, and so this was kind of just going to be the side project. And then my work situation kind of changed where I'm driving more, and so I wanted a little more of a family-friendly car versus a project.
For sure.
And so I ended up getting an E92 M3, and so I don't have room.
The family car.
The family car, yeah, exactly.
For enthusiasts.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I am selling this, but I feel very good about it because I mean, we went through everything, all new brakes, you know.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out on my Instagram for OS Performance, we upload tons of photos of this build along the way. You know, I'll go ahead and tag Ryan Instagram on here. You know, you guys can give him a DM if this is something you're interested in, or if you just want to say, hey, cool car, you know, give him a follow. But yeah, so, I mean, we've done quite a bit to this car, and, you know, hope you guys enjoy it. So
Shout out to Matt.
yeah, shout out to Matt. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next one.